Yeah, so the playlist on the chat, and feel free to press play whenever you want. Go lay down on your back, and today's class is a very chill class, for real this time. I know I always say that, but I think I actually achieved it this time. So go ahead, lay on your back, get yourself settled. I'm gonna press play too on my end. Close your eyes if it's available to you. Feel your breath. Picture your breath starting on your nose and then traveling all the way down to the tip of your toes. Picture its journey, every little crevice in your body. And when you're ready to exhale, it comes back from down there all the way out. Bring the soles of your feet on, bend your knees. Open your feet wide to mat with distance. And just let your knees knock one on one another. The other way, Andre. There we go. Bring one hand into your belly and one hand into your heart. Take one big inhale, that's all yours. And let it all go. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your inhale, that's all yours. And on your exhale, open your arms wide to the sides. Release your knees from knocking into each other and just swing your knees from side to side. For today's class, I tried to stay on the mat, like in contact with the mat, for as long as it's possible. Whenever your knees are on the right, just let them drop to the right, and you can always be looking up towards the ceiling or looking towards the opposite side. Once again, picture your breath. If you're not already there, just stop on the right side. Picture your breath going. And how does it change its journey now that you're in a twist? On your next inhale, bring your knees through center and let them rock towards the left. Same thing, either keep on looking up towards the ceiling or on the opposite end. for more depth in your twist. Come back through center and walk your feet to hip width distance, setting up for bridge. You can bring your arms beside your body, and or you can bring your hands on top of your hips. On your inhale, find a big arch on your back, and on your exhale, tuck your tailbone under. We're warming up our spine. Inhale to arch your back a lot. Exhale to tuck under, not quite going towards your bridge yet. One last time, inhale to arch, rock hips forward, back. And exhale to tuck and start peeling your tailbone off the ground until you find yourself on your bridge. You can keep your arms on your hips, bringing them on the sides of your bum, or just land them on the floor. Couple of breaths in here. With every inhale, you expand and keep on picturing that journey of your breath. With every exhale, you go deeper into your pose. See your belly rise with every inhale. Whenever you're ready on your next exhale, start to melt down on the ground from the top of your spine. And at the very last minute, find your tailbone down. Reach your right knee up towards your chest and let your left leg go long on the mat. Take any kind of movements that you need here. Open and close your knees. Make tiny little circles or big circles. Stretch it through one side or then the other. Anything that you need today. Eventually, find half a happy baby. Bring the inside of your elbow on the inside of your knee and grab your foot or your leg on the outside. If it's more accessible to you, you can always bend your bottom leg. Lift, or rather press your heel towards the ceiling. If your supporting leg is bent, let it go long. Grab on the back of your hamstring or your calf or your ankle, whatever is most accessible to you. Take one nice inhale, and on your exhale, pull your leg towards your chest very gently. Inhale to let go. A micro bend on your knee is great if you need to. And exhale to press again. Pull. Inhale to let go. Exhale to pull. Inhale to let go. And on your exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and lift your head off the ground. Inhale at the top and exhale to lower. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to crawl up. Inhale at the top. Exhale to lower. One last time. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale to tug that chin. Come up, and we're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. Fill your body with air. And now start to climb up your leg and use it as a lever until you find a seated position. Great, everyone. You can scooch back on your mat if you need to. Open your legs. Keep with distance. We'll go through a round of spinal waves. Inhale to reach up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, hinge at your hips all the way down or as far as is accessible. Roll through your spine on your next inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling. And hinge and lower on your exhale. Every time lengthening your spine, mobilizing one vertebra at a time. Inhale to reach up. And exhale to hinge forward. We're gonna hold in here for a couple of breaths. Relax into your forward fold. Notice what the back of your legs is feeling. You don't have to go all the way down. You can always prop yourself by grabbing your ankles and just trying to relax. When you're ready, one vertebra at a time, slowly start to roll up. Close your legs together and bend your left knee. Your foot can be as close to your bum as you need to. On your next inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling and open up to the side on a twist for a seated twist. Remember to keep on lengthening with every inhale on your spine, and with every exhale, you can go deeper into your twist. Your back hand can be on the floor or on your lower back. And you can leverage from that bent knee with your other arm to find a deeper twist. Try to keep both sitting bones on the ground. Once you had enough, come back to center. Drop that knee down to the ground and just walk your foot a little bit higher up your thigh. On an inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling and just start sliding down towards your front leg until you find a side bend. You can go as far down as you need to. If it's accessible to you, open your shoulders up to the ceiling. If you want to go farther down, you can always place your elbow, your forearm on the ground. Once again, try to keep both of your sitting bones on the floor. On your next inhale, reach longer towards the side. Find your shoulders looking down to the ground and bring both hands down on the ground. Make a big circle around your hips and place your left hand behind your left hip. Push your hips up towards the ceiling to find joy pose. Nice. Great, everyone. Notice what you're feeling in your body. Is maybe one glute doing all the work, maybe one hip stretching as much as it can. Don't forget to keep breathing. And once you had enough, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Bring your hands down on the mat and just flip your hips until you find your pigeon pose. Take your time in here, remembering that the angle of your shin, the front shin, will make a big difference on how you feel this pose. If you want a more restorative or passive version, do let all your weight drop on that outer hip. You can stay up or you can go all the way down. It's your choice. If you're not already there, come back up. Tuck your back toes under. Switch your weight towards your hands and just slide that front knee down into your tabletop. A round of cats and cows. On your inhale, look up towards the ceiling, let your belly melt. And on your exhale, tuck your tailbone under, scoop your belly and look down for your cat. Try this at your own pace, finding your own way of movement, warming up your spine. Take any other variations of this that you need and other funky shapes. Circles and figure eights work great. You can also just look towards your back heel, one of your heels, into a little side bend kind of thing. I like to call it, it's like a puppy wagging its tail. You're just looking at the tail. And once you've had enough, tuck your back toes under and lift your hips up into your downward facing dog. Once again, take any movements that you need today. Press your hips up high towards the ceiling. Come onto your tippy toes on an inhale and press your heels down to the ground on an exhale. Try to leave your hips high up. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale to press them down. It's okay if they don't quite reach the ground. Inhale to reach the heels up. Exhale to press them down. Bend one of your knees so that you leverage and find the stretch in your calf on the other leg. One knee is bent, you're stretching one calf. And when you're ready, switch, bend the other knee, stretch the other calf. This is great if you've been walking a lot, which I have. Come back to center. On your inhale, roll up onto your plank. And on your exhale, whether you want to put your knees down or not, lower yourself all the way to the ground. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and down your back. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Keep the back of your neck long. Inhale for baby cobra. Stay there. And slide your hands a little bit farther to the front so you can push a little bit higher. Thread your right arm underneath your left and just lower yourself down to the ground. Maybe you can make a pillow with your other hand and just find out this a little version, a different version of a twist. If you want a little bit more depth on your twist, you can always be pushing with your left hand. And when you're ready, just keep on rolling onto your back until you are all the way down on the ground. And we'll set up for the other side. Scooch back into your mat if you need to. Take one big inhale, reaching your arms overhead. And on your exhale, bring your left knee to your chest. Take any movements that you need in here. If you're making circles, don't forget to go in the other direction. But you can always, always, always stay on stillness. Find your half a happy baby, elbow on the inside of the knee and your hand on the outside of your leg. It doesn't necessarily have to be your foot. If you can't reach, you can always grab for your ankle or your calf. When you're ready, press that heel towards the ceiling and grab on the back of your leg. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to pull your leg towards your chest. Let it go a little bit on your inhale and pull back on your exhale. Try to keep your whole lower back on the ground. Inhale to let go a little bit. Exhale to pull. Inhale to hold in there. Exhale to tuck your chin to your chest and come off the ground. Inhale at the top. Exhale to roll down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale to lower. Bless you. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to roll up and stay there for a couple of breaths. Slowly start to climb up your leg and use it as a lever. It might take a couple of tries until you find yourself in a seated position. Scooch over if you need to. This time, keep your legs together. Inhale to reach up towards the ceiling and exhale to hinge at your hips. Inhale to roll through your back, reach up towards the ceiling. And forward fold, bow into your legs. Reach up one last time. And bow forward, hold there for a couple of breaths. Other options for this pose include take your peace fingers, your index and what is that, the middle, and hook it around your big toe and pull that big toe towards your face. Notice if you feel some difference from this stretch and from the other one. When you're ready to roll up, bend your right knee and place your foot as far away or as close to your bum as you need to. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, lengthen your spine on an inhale and open up to the side for your twist on an exhale. Keep both sitting bones on the ground. You can hug that front knee closer to the center of your body. And go back to the journey of your breath. Where is it traveling to? Is it reaching every little nook and crevice of your body? With every inhale, are you allowing your hip to relax so that maybe you can find a little bit more depth? On your next inhale, lengthen a little bit more and come back to center on your exhale. Let that right knee drop down to the ground and then bring your foot up your thigh to find a little bit of open seated situation. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and start to slide with your left arm down on your leg for your side bend. You can rest your left arm on top of your left leg or come down on the ground. And it even makes a little bit of a difference whether your arm is in the front of your leg or in the back of your leg. Give it a try. Just play around with it. On your next inhale, reach a little bit longer. Bring your shoulders to look down to the ground and go as low as you can on a big circle around your hips. Place your right hand behind your your right hip and push your hips up for joy pose. Are you breathing still? Once you had enough, sit your hips low, flip to the what I guess is the back of your mat and find your pigeon pose. Slide that front knee as you need to. Take your time to get there. Adjust your pose as you need to. When you're ready, tuck your toes, your back toes under. Lift your hips a little bit and just send that front knee to your tabletop position. Second rounds of cats and cows. Whether you want to keep your toes pointed or tucked is your choice. Go for it. Inhale to look up for your cow. And exhale and look down for your cat. Take a couple rounds of this. Again, feel free to move as you need to. Perhaps make the movements bigger than the last time we were here. If you are listening to music, are you choosing to move with the music? When you're ready, tuck your toes under and lift your hips up for downward facing dog. A little bit quicker this time. Inhale to reach your heels up. Exhale to lower them. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. Keep on pressing your arms on the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Bend one knee and stretch one calf. Come back to center and bend the other knee and stretch the other calf. Come back to center. Inhale to roll up through your spine into a plank and lower yourself all the way down to the ground. This time, tend your fingers on the outside of the mat for baby cobra. Inhale to float off the mat. Keep your back, the back of your neck long. Exhale to lower. lifting up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift and hold in there. Feel free to stretch your elbows if you want to come on a little bit higher, cobra. Whenever you're ready, walk your hands a little bit forward. And this time, thread your left arm underneath your right for a little twist on the other side. Roll all the way onto your back. Take one big inhale, reaching your arms overhead. And on your exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Grab on the outside of your ankles. Tug your chin to your chest and start rolling like a ball until you find yourself on a downward facing dog. Great, everyone. Awesome. Tap your knees down to the ground. I know, it was just for show, that down dog. It's like, I think it's just gonna be fun to go all the way up there. Okay, so for this one, again, try to bring your shoulders on top of your wrist and your hips on top of your knees, unless that is super uncomfortable and you just wanna walk your hands a little farther forward. Now, engage your belly, stretch your right leg back to the back, and lift your left arm up. On your inhale, lift your leg and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and hold. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to bring your knee to your chest, your elbow towards your knee into a cocoon shape. And lengthen. Inhale in here. Exhale to cocoon. Inhale to reach. Exhale to cocoon. Inhale to reach and hold. Put your hand down and bring your foot in between your hands for a low lunge. Inhale to stretch your back, look up. And exhale to hinge at your hips. One more time, inhale to roll forward. Exhale to hinge. Inhale to roll forward. This time, walk your hands up your knee. Engage your back glute to protect your front of the hip and your option. Either find a back bend, you can reach your arms up, or you can keep on going with the side bend theme. Come back through center, frame your front foot, tuck your back toes under and reach that right leg up towards the ceiling into a three-legged dog. Bring your hands, your foot down, roll onto your plank and find either chaturanga or all the way down, upward facing dog or baby cobra and downward facing dog. Tap your knees down to the ground and let's just do the other side. Reach your left leg back, your right arm up, and start to lift your leg up and down and up. Try for nothing else to move down and up and down and up and hold to stay. Inhale to reach long. Exhale to cocoon in the center. Bring your knee and your elbow to touch. Inhale to reach. Exhale to join. Cocoon. Inhale to reach. Exhale to cocoon. Inhale to reach. Keep your leg. Lower your arm and step your back leg in between your hands for your lunge on the other side. Look up, open your chest, and exhale to hinge at your hips for half splits. Roll forward onto your lunge and hinge at your hips. Look forward, roll forward, and come up out of your lunge a little bit to find a little bit more of a square position. Inhale to reach up and exhale to find your optional back bend or side bend. Whenever you're ready, bring your hands down to frame your foot. Tuck your back toes under and send that front leg up high in the back for three-legged dog. Inhale to roll into your plank. Exhale for chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands towards your feet. Open your feet mat with distance and sit down on your Malasana yogi squat. Couple of breaths in here. If you press play at the same time I did, you are listening to this song that's known as Claire de Lune, right? But this one is called Claire de Tulum, as in Tulum, Mexico. You will see why. Either stay here and hang in here for as long as you want to, or press on to come all the way to standing and bring your feet together. We'll go through a round of sun salutations at your own pace. I'll do the first one with you. Let's inhale to reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale to hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, put your hands down and walk into your plank. Inhale in your plank. Knees down or not, go all the way down or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back and roll all the way up to standing. Take the next two sun salutations all on your own. Go for it. Whenever you're ready, start your salutations. Take as much time as you need to in every pose. Feel free to modify anytime that you need to. Do one more whenever you are done. And at the end, meet me on a downward dog. Remember to keep on breathing. Once you arrive in your downward dog, place your knees down. Walk your hands a little bit forward and let your heart melt into puppy pose. Keep on lengthening towards the front of your mat until you find your belly on the mat. Lay down. You can make a pillow of your hands and just let your hips swing a little bit from side to side. On your inhale, bend your right knee and reach for your foot. It doesn't matter which leg, which arm you reach with, and you can always reach with both arms. Keep your hip bones attached to the ground and just lift your knees slightly off the ground so that you lengthen and stretch that quad. Couple. We'll stay here for a little bit. Notice where your breath is going. Is it going to the tip of your toes still? When you're ready, let go of your foot and very slowly place it back on the ground. Bend your left knee and reach for your foot. When you're ready, let go of your foot. And this time, just open your knee to the side on 90-degree angle for half a flow. Your option, you can stay facing down on the ground, or you can repeat threading one arm under for a little twist. Whichever you want to do. When you're ready, bring your legs down to the mat and switch your sides, bending your other knee into a 90-degree angle. You don't have to do the threading and the twist on this side if you're not feeling like it. We're all so different and our bodies are so different. And even within our bodies, the two sides are different. So listen to your body and what it's asking for today. For our last pose, you can do a full frog, bringing the other leg up into a 90-degree or whichever degree angle, whatever feels comfortable to you, or just stay on your belly shavasana. You can reach your arms long on the sides, taking as much space as you need to. You know how when we are babies, they always tell them the babies need belly time. I wonder why they don't ask that for adults. I feel like we need it to. Close your eyes if it's available to you. Take one big inhale. Open your mouth inside, exhale. Inhale. Flutter your lips. Inhale. Lion's breath. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out. Stay here for as long as you need to. Or if you want to transition into a fetal pose on one side, it's also great. Wherever you are, start to wake up a little bit at a time, eventually finding a comfortable sitting position. And today I'm going to read the card that May chose. It's called Impermanence. Life is always changing, and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. As I drift away from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity, nonity. Thank you, everyone. I hope you had a good class, and I hope this was gentle for real this time. Namaste.